92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Sara is on the phone this morning. She wants to do a second date update for a guy that she met named Timothy. She thinks that she may have screwed up with Timothy by inviting him to meet her friends too early.
Oh, I could see that could happen.
On a first date.
Oh, that is really early.
It's kind of weird.
Jumping the gun there.
I guess her friends have like a game night, and she invited him to come to the game night for a first date.
That's kind of fun, though. I could see either way.
I wouldn't think that would be awkward. I think that would be okay. Sara, how are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Whoa.
Oh, hey, Sarah.
You got like quite the voice there, Sarah. Do you just wake up, or is this all the time?
Why? What do you mean?
You sound like a phone sex operator. I mean,
Oh, really?
yeah, there's no way to even gloss over that
Two
fact.
men in this room have lots of experience with it, so they can tell you.
What do you do for a living, Sara?
Oh, I just do retail.
Do
Did-
you?
Can I?
Yeah, I mean, you were missing your calling. I will tell you that. Sara, why don't you tell us a little bit about Timothy, the guy that you want to call today?
Oh, Timothy. He's just a really great guy. Very intelligent, well-read, interesting.
Sara, is this really your voice?
Yes.
Okay.
Why?
Be mature,
Continue.
you
It's-
guys.
Well, come on,
It's
Lydia.
hard
It's
to
hard
concentrate.
it's hard to concentrate
I
and think
can't
about anything
even
else.
concentrate.
Like, tell me about Timothy, and then I feel dirty for asking. So keep telling us about sexy Timothy.
Well, he's a great conversationalist and very deep, and
How did you meet him?
just actually a friend of mine set us up, and he's just, wow, just his aura, too. I just feel like we're different, but I think we complement each other.
Now,
so-
your email that you sent us said you think you freaked him out by having him come over to a game night and meet your friends on a first date.
Well, things were going so well at dinner, and to be honest, I just wanted to still keep it going. And so my friends are having a bunch of people over for food and drinks, and they have like game night. So I'm just worried that, I don't know if he felt too much pressure, maybe they were asking him too many questions, but they're just very open like that, you know.
What was the most like blunt question that he was asked?
My friends are very open, so they just wanted to see like if he had any set religion or how he felt about gay marriage, like just really everything.
He got grilled.
Heavy
dude.
topics on a first
Yeah.
date.
Wow.
But I think, they thought he was wonderful, like I did, but they can be direct, and the type of person they want me with is someone's very open-minded.
Yeah.
So
Did he seem okay with that?
actually, I don't know. I think he was okay. Sometimes I could tell he was just kind of looking at everyone and observing, but then other times he was definitely participating, but I don't know.
Sarah, did you guys seem to be on the same page with what you were expecting out of the date? Because I feel like sometimes when you introduce him to your friends, and if you had been talking a lot about this guy to your friends, it may come across as you're ready for a relationship and want to make the next move, where maybe he wasn't there quite yet.
Oh, we really didn't talk about it, but I don't know. I really tried to be aware of his energy, and he seemed to be pretty okay. Then suddenly he was like, okay, I think I'll just get going home and I'll call you. So, but he hasn't called.
How long did he hang out with you and your friends?
Like an hour, maybe
Okay.
a little bit more. And I didn't want to be pushing it, but I really feel, when you feel like the universe is kind of like drawn you to someone and that person to you. So
Sarah, are you really into like astrological signs and stuff too?
What do you think?
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, I'm wondering if she talked a lot about their auras and the color of them. And
I definitely told him he had a great aura. I mean, I felt it right away. And,
did that freak him out?
No, he was like, wow, no one's ever said that to me before. And I said, it's beautiful. It really is.
Nice. Well, we're going to play a song, come back, call him, and get your second date update, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Welcome back to the soothing sounds of today's second date update. Sara is on the phone with us. Sara, can you just talk to me for a second and tell me how excited you are to be doing a second date update with us?
Jewel, I'm so excited.
Are you cannot be real, Sarah. Like, I
Now
feel like
Sarah's playing into it.
Yeah,
we need to be doing love requests
Yeah.
with Sarah, not a second date update.
You do have the best voice by far that we've
thank
ever
you.
had on the air here.
So it's weird that if Timothy can, in fact, hear, it's weird that he wouldn't be calling you back.
I know, Brooke. That's why I feel like maybe I kind of blew it by introducing him to my really
and you kind of
crazy
blew it
group
because
of
that was
friends.
Lydia you're talking to, not even Brooke.
That's
But it
okay.
doesn't
That's
matter.
okay.
Sorry.
Whatever you say, who cares? You can call me Brooke if you want to. All right, Sarah, we're going to give Timothy a call just to update everybody and make sure that they know what's going on. You met Timothy through a friend of a friend, took him to meet up with a group of your friends for a game night. He was there for about an hour and then took off and won't call you back. And you can't figure out why. You're thinking maybe your friends were a little too hard on him with the questioning.
Yeah, that's all. I mean, because we had a lot of chemistry.
Did you guys ever kiss or anything? I forgot to ask.
We were very touchy with each other, and we almost kissed.
I don't even know what you just said,
It's
Sarah.
okay.
Keep
Sarah-
talking.
Yeah.
If you guys were going to kiss, can you describe how it would happen slowly?
Okay, let's
What
get
would-
to
what
calling
exactly would
Timothy.
happen there?
That is enough.
All right, Sarah, we're about to call Timothy and see if we can get him on the phone and get your second date update. Are you ready to go?
Yes, thank
Okay.
you.
All right.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Timothy, please?
Yeah, this is Timothy.
Hey, man, how are you? This is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning. I'm moving 92.5.
Like a radio station?
Like the radio station. The only one. How are you?
I'm good. What are all those voices in the background?
Oh, that would be Brooke, Jose, Lydia Cruz, and then me. I'm Jubal.
We're a whole
Yeah.
show.
Hey, guys.
What's up?
Awkward.
I don't listen to the radio that often. I do like podcast stuff.
Nice. Well, we're sort of like a podcast that you can listen to in your car. If you Timothy, we're calling you because you recently went on a date with one of our listeners, and she emailed us to ask us to give you a call and find out why you're not calling her back and don't want to go out with her again.
Wow. Okay. Who was it?
Her name is Sarah.
Okay. Yeah, I remember Sarah.
How could you
She has a very sultry voice.
You can't forget Sarah.
Yeah, she does. She has a very nice voice.
Did you enjoy your evening with Sarah?
It was going really well at first, and then we went to her friends for a game night, and then it kind of just got weird.
Did they grill you too hard? Because it sounds like they came in pretty heavy with the questioning.
Yeah, I mean, her friends were a little bit weird, and I wasn't expecting it. I don't know. It was just strange overall.
What were her friends like?
Her friends were, like, Wiccan.
Oh.
Oh, like Wiccan, witches.
Like witches.
Oh.
Yeah, like that's their
So what did they-
religion or whatever.
Oh,
Did they make you dance around a tree? What'd they do? I mean, that was so weird.
They just had a weird vibe to them. Like, they were almost like, like reaching out to me or trying to explain it to me in a weird way. And the game seemed a little bit Wiccan that
Was
we
it
were
like-
playing.
Did you do any seances?
Ouija board all night.
I mean, honestly, I left after an hour because I was afraid that it was going to like deteriorate into like seances or candles, wax being poured on me or something like that.
I know a couple Wiccans, and they don't do that. They mostly just worship trees and stuff. So you might have been prancing around in some leaves or something later on, if that's weird to you. But what kind of games were they playing?
I don't even know what. Like, it was like a weird game, and the dice were, like just weird dice. like the dice were really strange,
dice.
and like the board looked like a bunch of astrology and fire and stuff like that.
Okay.
Like it was like kind of all over the place.
So
Were you able to keep up with the games, or were you not even playing? You were just kind of there
Honestly,
watching
I
them.
didn't know what the game was. Like it's like like I didn't land on boardwalk at any point. Like.
did she prepare you for this at all? Like say, hey, we're going over to game night and it's not going to be anything Parker Brothers style.
No, she just was like, hey, I want to come over to my friends for a game night. And I was a little taken aback, but I was like, sure, I'm game. So, like,
Yeah.
and I don't even want to say, like, anything rude about Wiccans if I'm on the radio. Like, it just wasn't my thing,
We talked to Sarah. Did she share with you that she's a Wiccan, or is she Wicca? Do you know that?
I mean, I kind of assumed she was based on her friends, you know, like I wouldn't imagine she's like Pentecostal or something like that, you know what I mean?
That would be quite a shock.
Yeah, hardcore Catholic. Hanging out with
Jewish.
them all the time.
She's Jewish.
Well, you know what the best way to find out is, Timothy, is just to ask her.
I guess. I mean,
You know what? Let's do that. Let's do that then. Because Sarah is actually on the other line and heard everything that you just said.
Oh, my God.
I just want to start off by saying my friends really are wonderful people, and I think
I feel a little bit, honestly, Sarah, I feel a little bit ambushed by this. Like, I had no idea you were on the other line. And, you know, listen, I don't mean to, I wasn't trying to be judgmental of your friends. It was strange. For someone who is unfamiliar with Wiccan stuff, it was a strange situation to be dropped into.
But Timothy, I think that's just like if they happen to be all Republicans. I mean, would you have this reaction? They didn't impose anything on you. I think that, like a lot of people, when they hear Wiccans or witchcraft, they think, "Oh my gosh, evil," and they're gonna put a spell on me and sacrifice an animal. Which actually, we're so respectful of the environment and animals. And you know, these friends, I met them, and I did start to get into being a Wiccan for a little bit, and then I realized it wasn't for me, but I felt like we had a really great time together up until that. Didn't you feel the same way?
I did. I felt like we were having a good time, but I was weirded out. So you're still friends with them? Because I understand that you're kind of on the offensive here, but it's not like they were bad people. But it would weird out anyone to jump into that. You know what I mean?
Like,
I mean,
no
Sarah,
matter-
yeah, you could warn him maybe. And it's not like they're weird freaks or whatever, but you could say, hey, just to let you know, this is not the normal everyday kind of game night. It's summer solstice.
Yeah.
You know, whatever you want to say, but maybe let him know.
There was a full moon that night, and I thought it was a really beautiful symbol of our date, actually. But besides that, it really was just a few friends who happened to be Wiccans that were playing games that aren't the traditional games, and I was so excited for them to meet you. So I really feel like a lot of this is you heard the word Wiccan and just thought the worst or whatever your preconceived notions are, I guess.
Look, there was a little bit of that going into it, but like, you know, like when you hear the word Wiccan and people are a little bit different or whatever, you don't necessarily know what you're getting into. But like, you know, they were nice people. They weren't exactly my cup of tea. I didn't feel comfortable. Like, I don't know. I feel like I'm being judged
I
here for
want
something
to
that.
see you again. I'm not practicing any religion. I'm just really more into meditating and
Okay, Sarah, so you want to go out with Tim again. Tim, would you go out with Sarah again? We will pay for a second date.
I mean,
Oh, come on, Timothy. How can you say, I mean, even after that explanation and that soothing voice?
You're right. I mean, yeah, we had a good time up until that point. As long as I don't feel like, you know, uncomfortable or there's not any situation like that, I did have fun, you know, and I would like to go on another date.
Perfect.
Yes.
And we will send you guys out again.
Woo-hoo.
We'll pay for your food.
that's amazing. I'm so happy. Thank you so much. I'm excited to see you again, Timothy.
I'm excited to see you again, too.
Yeah. I'll buy you a couple broomsticks for transportation.
Oh, come on.
All good.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.